Alright, hi everybody. My name's Kyle. Truth always wins. This is my first narrated video, really. But I just had a couple questions or things I wanted to go over and maybe get some feedback on. So I was talking about how fast the shuttle goes, or shuttles go when they go into space. And it was, obviously extremely fast. And NASA says here 18,000 miles per hour to get into orbit. Very fast. That's different than escape velocity, which is what you need, the speed you need to escape gravity of the Earth entirely, which is 25,000 miles per hour. So shuttles just need to get here before they can maintain an orbit like the ISS does at 17,500 roughly. So I was looking that up, and then I was looking at, well, how long does it take for the shuttle to get up into actual orbit? Here it says approximately 30 minutes in total, but before the main engine shutoff occurs, it takes 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm going to kind of look at some screenshots or images from some videos of launches and such and do some comparisons. So basically this is it's a crude, obviously, diagram of what happens when a space shuttle launches with the rockets and such. But you can see here, like I was saying, the main engine shutoff is here at 65 nautical miles, which is about 74 regular miles. And then here is about 30 minutes when it reaches the apogee. So that's around where the ISS is orbiting, about 230, 240 miles. I found this. I was looking up Apollo 8, the mission the rocket that took, everyone to the moon to take all those amazing photos of Earth, there's some great photos. It's awesome. I found some weird, anomalies here. This is saying at 100 kilometers approximately, it was only 184 seconds. 100 kilometers is 62 miles. But it was saying in the other image here, like 70 miles, it's 8 minutes. So I'm kind of confused as to what, and this is from the history.nasa.gov official launch ascent profile, how they got to that altitude at 184 seconds, or 3 minutes and 4 seconds. You might be saying, well, maybe the rocket was, and everything was lighter. Saturn V, fully fueled, weighed 6.5 million pounds. Our new modern rockets only weigh 4.5 million. So 2 million pounds less is what our new rockets weigh. But NASA here is saying that they, in, what is this? Less than 10 minutes, we're able to reach 200 kilometers. But here they're saying in 30 minutes they get, to the same, I don't really understand if it's just a mistake they made or what, but I was confused as to that. And it's on their official NASA website, so yeah, see, you can read it all yourself. Let's see here. So yep, Saturn V was a lot heavier, a lot more crude. I just wanted to bring those points up. And I guess I kind of wanted to talk about curvature, because Flat Earth Asshole had been talking about, well, where can you see the curvature? What is the height for the curvature? And that's a good question. There's no definite answer that I've seen. You should be able to research it, I guess, and calculate it based on your visual abilities and height and the curve formula of the Earth. So, But in order to compare some curvature photos, I guess I looked, and the Go Fast rocket in 2014 has always fascinated me, just because of how suddenly the rocket was able to come to a halt. And I know they say it's the anti-spin mechanism that caused that, but I'm not good at physics. Well, I mean, I'm okay at it, but I'm not good at like trigonometry. I can't figure out what the opposing speed would be needed to cause something to come to that, because everything needs an equal and opposite reaction. It said it was going 3,580 miles per hour at its fastest. What's interesting is that it got to 73 miles in under 48 seconds. You know, I was talking about the how it takes 8 minutes to get to less that distance on a space shuttle, and I was like, well, you know, obviously the shuttle doesn't go straight up, and it's a lot heavier. But I looked at the flight path, and it looks, I mean, this is what the Go Fast said their flight launch, you know, their pattern looked like. And this is what, I mean, I know they're different, but it's the same kind of trajectory. But it took less than 48 seconds to get higher than, anyway, I know it's a lot lighter, but I thought that was interesting. So the curvature, so let's see, the first one I got that's funny to me is, this is the highest free fall ever. What is it, says that he's at 127,000 feet. And this is supposedly what the curvature of the Earth is. This is supposed to be inside a rocket from takeoff to orbit. It's at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. This is what the curvature looks like, apparently. This is from an official launch. This is at 9 minutes and 51 seconds. So after the main engine cut off and the shuttle continued on its way, this is at 60-something miles, apparently, as well. And this is the Go Fast. So we've got a lot of different variations on what the curvature is supposed to look like at different distances. But there's no real consistency, I've noticed. I've watched a lot of launches, supposedly, and what's funny enough is they say it takes 8 minutes and 30 seconds for the main engine to cut off and fall away. And for some reason, it says here full ride, but on everything I've seen, it's less, like the cameras are attached to something and it either falls away or they're attached to the main shuttle or something, and it never goes past 8 minutes and 30 seconds. So you can watch here. Here's the shuttle, supposedly. Why isn't there a camera on the shuttle somewhere? On the dash, maybe? Why do we have to watch this thing take off? And we just get to see the rocket free falling back to the Earth. Like, I've yet to see any actual footage of us going, because that would be an amazing view to have a camera looking down back at the Earth. But here you go. So there goes the rocket, or the shuttle. Where now? Why is the camera? So I haven't found anything that shows a full ride into space. So these are just some things that I wanted to bring up, and hopefully some people can help me answer them. Thank you.